Started off my week 4 preview. I started off with a big NFC matchup: Detroit Lions against the Dallas Cowboys. The keys for the Dallas Cowboys are going to be how can that offensive line be able to protect Tony Romo? They have to be able to protect Tony Romo. Detroit brings one of the best front fours in all of football. Very young, and they get even better when they bring back Nick Farley, one of their first round pick of this year, to go on alongside of Adamik Sue. So I want to see how they're going to be able to protect Tony Romo. Second off, another key for the game is going to be that they're going to have to be able to run the football. Detroit gives up 113 yards on the ground, so that should be a sign early enough for them that they should be able to get involved with the run game early and often. Either it be Deshaun Choice or Felix Jones or DeMarco Murray, any one of those three, or a combination of those three. You're going to have to be able to run the football effectively. And also, they got to find a way to get to Matthew Stafford early and often. They can get to him early and often. It ruins the timing with him as his receivers. Lets him get the ball out a little bit early. You don't want Matthew Stafford holding the football and making plays and using his big arms, especially when you have struggles in the secondary. Players to watch out for this Dallas team is going to be punt returner / receiver Dwayne Harris. I think he should be able to make some plays in the return game, as well as I think he'll see a lot more time in the slot position. Kevin Ogletree really struggled on Monday Night Football, so I think Dwayne Harris has earned some playing time in that position. Running back Felix Jones, DeMarcus Ware, outside linebacker, be able to get a pass rush on him, and Mike Jenkins, who's been struggling in the past first couple of weeks. But I think just the challenge with Calvin Johnson, he'll probably step up to the challenge. The keys for the Detroit Lions in this game is they're going to have to use Javid Best in the screen game. Like Dallas likes to do a lot of blitzing. That Rob Ryan says they like to do a lot of blitzing, and just try to force pressure on your quarterback. So having them be too aggressive, dump it off to Best in the short passing game or in the screen game should really have a lot of big plays. Also, they should be able to attack. Another key for them is they're going to have to attack the middle of the field with their tight ends, with Brandon Pettigrew or Tony Scheffler. They should be able to, like I said, they like to be aggressive, and so they're going to have to attack those safeties and attack those linebackers. I think that Detroit has the matchup on them with the tight ends and linebackers just because of their speed and athleticism, with Pettigrew and Scheffler, both great pass-catching tight ends, so they should have a really good time there. And also, Dallas has been struggling in the red zone, or in the red area, scoring touchdowns. They're one of the worst teams with touchdown efficiency in the red zone. So have them, if they get in the red zone, don't let them get inside don't let them get touchdowns. Have them kick field goals like they did in the Monday night game, and have them try to catch up with y'all if y'all trying to score when y'all score touchdowns. Players to watch out for in this game is going to be Titus Young, the young wide receiver rookie. I think he can make some plays with all the attention that Best and Javid Best, Calvin Johnson, and the rest of those guys. They're going to see a lot of attention. I think Titus Young should be able to do some things. Javid Best, Nick Fairley, I think he'll see some third down packages, and Louis Delmas, the free safety. I'm taking Dallas in this game. I think they'll come out and win. I think this is the game that Detroit loses. Young team going on the road. I think Dallas, even though Dallas is beat up, I think Tony Romo finds a way to win this game. Moving on to the Philadelphia-San Francisco game. Keys for Philadelphia is going to be that offense has to protect Michael Vick better, that offensive line. Find a way, move him out the pocket, keep him in the pocket. Michael Vick has to get rid of the ball a little bit sooner, but they have to find a way to protect him. They cannot turn the ball over. I think if this team can't score points, it's going to be really hard for them. So they have to protect the ball, and they're going to have to make Alex Smith beat them. Stick 8 in the box, go one-on-one with those corners that you have in Asamoah, Rogers Cromartie, and Asante Samuels. Put 8 in the box and tell those guys just go lock up, be who you guys are, be great, and have them do that. Players to watch out for in this game is going to be defensive tackle Cullen Jenkins. I think he'll be a force to deal with inside. Steve Smith, I think this is his breakout game, working in the slot, and LaShawn McCoy should help out in the run game as well. Keys for the San Francisco 49ers is you have to attack those linebackers early and often with Vernon Davis, and even Kendall Hunter or Frank Gore in the passing game. Just have them attack them like you saw in the Giant game last week. Those safeties are really vulnerable. Those running backs and or tight ends are really gonna cause mismatch problems for the Eagles linebacking core. They're very young, unexperienced, so you do that a lot. Take away the explosion plays for Philadelphia on offense. Philadelphia predicates themselves on making the big play on offense, whether it be a bomb or a long touchdown run with Vic or LaShawn McCoy or one of the wide receivers, Jackson or Macklin. So just take that away from them. Keep everything in front of you. Don't make them get those long explosive plays. And also as well, find a running game. This Philadelphia rush defense is really bad right now. 30th overall in the NFL, giving up 131 yards a game. So find a way for Kendall Hunter or Frank Gore. Just find a way for those guys to get that running game going. They're only averaging 60. San Francisco only averaging 61 yards per game. So you got to find a way to get that run game going. Players to watch out for is going to be the tight end Vernon Davis, running back rookie Kendall Hunter from Oklahoma State, and Patrick Willis. I'm taking the 49ers in this game. I think they can run the ball effectively on this team, and they find a way to get one stop defensively at the end of the game. So I'm picking San Francisco in this game. Moving on to Oakland and New England. The keys for New England in this game is going to be they're going to have to be more balanced on offense. You can't have Tom Brady. You can have Tom Brady throw the ball 50 times a game. He's Tom Brady. But when your defense is really bad as it is, they're 32nd overall in pass defense, giving up 377 yards a game. You're going to have to find a way to keep that defense off the field as long as possible, due to the fact that you're going to have to control the clock. And you see that their defense is getting worse and worse every game. So find a way to be more balanced with the run game. You got to find a consistent pass rush. Help that young secondary out. It's got to be consistent. You have 6 sacks on the season. That's always been a problem for ever since they got rid of the old Patriots on defense. So it's been a problem for them getting a pass rush. So they got to find a way to get a consistent pass rush to help that secondary out. Like I said, the secondary gives up 377 yards in the air, and that's dead last in the league. Players to watch out for in this game is going to be Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, the running back, Gerard Mayo, outside linebacker, as well as Vince Wilfork. The Raiders' keys to this game is going to be keep doing what you're doing, keep being that ground and pound team, being that physical team, run the football, and keep Jason Campbell in third and manageable situations. You have the best running back right now in the NFL, in Darren McFadden. Just keep running and be more physical, control that clock, keep Tom Brady off the field as much as possible. Also, another key is going to be the way to beat this Patriots team is dropping 7 and getting pressure from their front four. They have a really, really dominating front four, I believe, with Richard Seymour and Tommy Kelly at the tackle position, and they also have depth at the ends with Shaughnessy, Lamar Houston, and Jarvis Moss. So if they could just get pressure from those 4 guys, that should be able to help a lot, because their linebackers are really fast and athletic, and I think they can cover a lot in space. Also, offensively for the Oakland Raiders, attack those safeties. Those safeties are vulnerable right now, so attack those safeties. Players to watch out for is going to be Kevin Boss. I think this is his big game, being able to attack the safeties, like I said. Richard Seymour and Michael Huff. I'm taking the Raiders in this game. I think they hold the ball a little bit longer. They ground and pound the Patriots out, and they're able to get a couple turnovers off Tom Brady or fumbling the football. Moving on to the Jets and Ravens game, the Sunday night game. Keys for the Jets is you're going to have to find a way to spread out this Ravens defense and have them tackle in space. Trust Mark Sanchez enough early and often in the game to throw the football. Open up the playbook. Let him throw the football deep, intermediate routes, and just have those guys, Antonio Holmes, Derek Mason, Keller, and Curley, make those guys make plays. Have them tackle those guys in space. Find a way to protect Mark Sanchez. You don't know if you're going to be able to get Nick Mango back. So I would say roll the pocket, move the pocket around, waggles, bootlegs, just a stretch play action. Find a way to move the pocket so Mark Sanchez is not sitting back there. Be effective in the run game. You pride yourself on being ground and pound. You're 25th in the league in rushing, averaging 82 yards a game. You got to get that better as well. And I think the players to watch out for is going to be Dustin Keller, Derek Mason, and David Harris for this team. Moving on for the Ravens, the keys for them is going to be having to attack the Jets in the middle of the field as well as deep. Antonio Cromartie's not playing. Kyle Wilson's going to be starting at corner, so you're going to have to be able to attack those guys deep with Torrey Wilson or Lee Evans if he comes back, Ed Dixon, those type of guys. Force the Jets to stop Ray Rice. The Jets are shockingly 31st in the league, giving up 136 yards on the ground. Have them find a way to force Ray Rice, even if that has to mean bringing a safety, bringing a corner up, or bringing a corner or a safety into the box, and now be able to open up the play action game for Torrey Smith or one of those deep threats. And also another key for them is putting Mark Sanchez in 3rd and long situations. Have him be in 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 8s, where he has to make a play and use those and use that very experienced defense that you have and shut him down. Players to watch out for in this game, like I said, Torrey Smith, Ed Dixon, wide receiver and tight end, Terrell Suggs at the outside linebacker position, and also Ed Reed, the playmaker, free safety. I'm taking the Ravens in this game. I think that the Jets have too many injuries, especially on that offensive line. They're going to be struggling on that offensive line. If Nick Mango comes back, how healthy is he? You still have problems with that right tackle with Wayne Hunter. And I just think that the Ravens find a way just to get to the quarterback and stop the run, and as well as run the football on them. So I'm taking the Ravens. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments on the bottom of the page. Subscribe to the top if you like what I'm talking about. There's definitely going to be more videos to come. So thank you guys.